Hey guys, Jerry here, and welcome back to GregTech once again. I'm standing in a kind of precarious situation, but that's because this is by far the best spot for me to show you guys what I've done since last time. As I threatened, the terrain at least, I decided that I'm gonna try and civilize this area a bit more, and what you see behind me here is pretty much the result of this. If we get my interface back here, first of all, I've moved the chickens down here, so no more clocking inside the house. I've moved the sheep down here so they have a bit more room to be on, and we can easier breed them and share them. Down here I still haven't done anything, although I have kept it so that I could make the water feature that I wanted to. And besides, it also looks as though the water feature would be sent over the house, so that's pretty cool. Over here, if you just look closely, I've kind of made this sheer wall of cobblestone that kind of like it follows the water, and my grand plan is to have an archway here going inside, so I have a boat harbor on the inside of this, so that I can easily sail out. I think that would be pretty cool to have. Again, the cobblestone is just because it's the block I have the most of, and I really don't. I didn't have the imagination or patience to go with other blocks for now. The cobblestone works pretty well. And then later on the plan is to of course make a sort of a pathway down here, so I can actually get down to the little bay down here. And over here of course we need to get rid of this hill, and then eventually build like a proper wall around the place. And over here there's room to do something along the same lines with the whole shear drops or walls, or what you want to call it. So I've just kind of been trying to follow the precedent I said over here with the little raised area, and then just kind of trying to not overpower the terrain, but rather amplify it, or build with it. So we'll see how that goes. As I said, over there it's pretty much just slave labor for now. Once I actually do some important or some interesting stuff regarding the building, I'll of course include you guys, but for now it's just been pretty much slave labor. So I've also prettified the little entrance to the mine here just a wee bit. And the sheep have 2 entrances. Alright, so with that done, as you can see I have a lot of levels, so I've actually decided that I'm gonna enchant a sword this time. Let's go for number 5. 4, 5. Bam. Sharpness 4, knockback 2. That's pretty good. That's a hard-hitting sword. I am gonna use up my old one first though. But I have a sharp or a hard-hitting sword now. That also knocks back. Pretty good, pretty well, pretty good. A bit like the plastic hammer here. Actually, it's exactly the same. So, the plastic hammer, I've actually discovered that it has a very interesting use. If I take some glowstone here, I thought there was an empty space. I think I actually need to compress that, but I need 4 bits of redstone as well then. So if we go up here to the compressor, I'm hoping it's not in use. Nope, it's not. I actually want to make a redstone lamp, just so I can show you guys. Yeah, I think the compressor is the key to it. Let's see, empty cells. Can go over here. Have a bit of extra lava here just in case I need to power up, but as you can see, the storage is pretty near full right now. So I'm pretty good on the power. That's the compressor. Glowstone, and if we click use on this, you can see redstone lamp. Can we actually make it smarter anyhow? Anyway, no we can't. Alright. We shall do the old-fashioned way here, redstone lamp. I'm thinking maybe you could do it in the assembling machine. You might actually be able to adjust a different recipe, yeah. I could have done it much easier then. Just 4 of each. Anyway, redstone lamp. Now if we take this lamp and then put it... I don't know where do we want to put it. Where would we like a lamp? That's the question. Can we try something just a bit odd here? No, that's 2 blocks wide, that won't do. I'm just trying to see if I can figure out somewhere to put this where it makes a lot of sense and it's not in the way of anyone. How about we just kind of try it here then? Get my torch back, and then if we jump, see at the moment it's turned off, but if we then wag it, we can turn it on without using any sort of redstone signal to it. So that's the beauty of the plastic rubber hammer here, rubber mallet. We can also turn it on and off again. So that's pretty cool. I'm probably not going to keep it here, but for now I just kind of wanted to show you that I discovered the whole, or at least part of the point with it. I think you can also like use it to turn chests around. Yeah, that's pretty cool as well. And I just realized I have an extra graft in here. Interesting. Since last time as well, I got stuck in the door, but the beech tree that we got, the common beech, has also grown up. And as you can see, this is what it looks like. You can then take a grafter to get a guaranteed sapling off of it, but I'm gonna risk it and just cut it down. And hopefully a sapling will drop on its own. In the meantime, actually let's use this one, because I think the cutting saw with the chainsaw here, or cutting wood with it, uses a lot of power. So this is the wood color. It's very orange, like almost pumpkin orange. I reckon it looks quite good. It can potentially be used for something. So we'll see. But yeah, let's see if we can get a sapling off of this quickly. Please? Do I really have to go get a grafter? Let's come back to that in a moment. So as you can see, I've also gotten rid of the lake in here. Just kind of blocked it up. And then the current project is to get rid of this hill. By means of, well, getting rid of the hill. A bit of moss. I don't know why there's moss growing here. Also, that's a lot of zombies. God. Where are they all coming from? That's what I want to know. Also, where is my rubber mallet when I need to knock back? Like, this sword has no knockback at all. Also, Endermen are having fun. And more zombies. Excellent. Oh god! Come on, dudes! Where are you coming from? Also, this is out of power. It uses a lot of power when attacking, I found out. Alright, get this one cut down. Do we have a sapling over here yet? No, we don't. Alright, I'm just quickly gonna rush in and get a grafter while we still have a couple of leaves there, because I don't want to lose access to it. So if we just quickly graft. There we go, that's a sapling. And now the rest can go. Take care of itself. Also, I don't know if this is a really big oak tree, or I just happen to plant a bunch of them next to each other. That's actually a really good question. And why do these guys have more enchanted equipment than I do? I joined the wrong team. Yeah, it's just 4 oak trees planted right next to each other. Alright. Get rid of these last leaves, because why not? And anything dropping up here? Doesn't look that way now. I'm not gonna waste the grafted durability. Although there. Oh, silver lime sapling. Alright, so we have another new tree there. Beautiful. Alright, so we do have a couple of new trees here. Very nice. So I'm guessing, should we just try and plant these in the new area here so we can see them? And let's plant them with a bit of distance between. There we go. What just happened there? I have no idea. Sometimes the interface seems to play tricks with me. Is it nighttime or nope? Alright. Anyway, I also ended up making all the stuff necessary to make the industrial electrolyzer here. So I actually am ready to just click here. It uses an automatic extractor, which we made before. That's the third one I've made actually. It uses an electrolyzer, which is a IC2 thing that I've never really used much. Basic machine casing, a bit of copper cable, and a circuit. And it uses a magnetizer, which basically functions sort of like an elevator. You can make, you can put a magnetizer, and then you can put a bunch of fences and such on top of it, and it'll work as an automatic elevator that'll bring lift you up. Personally, for that sort of thing, I like the Thaumcraft equivalent much better. It's much more fun. Or the Railcraft equivalent, which is like elevator track. But yeah, let us make this thing. And as you can see, it needs 128 EU per tick. So that means it needs to be connected to that wire up there. Now, the I would like for it to be connected to this power station out here, because the bigger GregTech machines here, they continue to use power as long as they run. Even if if there's not enough power to complete their action, they will just burn through all your power. So what you need, so basically, it's necessary to know for a fact that you have enough power before you even start anything. I'm just wondering if, and it'll, like, I only have this copper cable here as the output, and I really don't want to, like, I wish the CSU here had two outputs. That would be brilliant, but it doesn't, and I can't really move it because that'll lose the charge. So I don't have many other options than just putting it right there. It is under my little roof here, so it shouldn't get wet, and it'll allow us to, well, do the recipes that involve that. A lot of them, of course, requires empty cells to be in the cell slot right here. And as you can see, it has quite a few recipes. So what you can do with this thing, well, you can make electrolyzed water, which is used for something. You can get calcium out of bone meal, silicon dioxide out of sand. You can do all sorts of fun things, like you can split lapis dust up into silicon dust and aluminium dust and calcium and sodium dust. So this is actually really good to do, because you get the aluminium, you get the silicon directly, which we can use for solar panels. Apatite dust, phosphate and calcium. You have stuff like sugar, which can be used to get carbon dust if you fancy that. But the one I'm really interested right now is the... Is it this one? Nope. Oh god, hold on. Shit. Where's my wrench? Where's my wrench? Alright, that did not work. Nope. Nope. Let's not put it out here, alright? That's a bad idea. Bad idea. Whew! Ah. What a bastard. At least the blast furnace here doesn't seem to... It's protected probably by the thing. At least I managed to save it. Alright, so what else can we do? Where can we put it? I guess we're just gonna have to power it with this one, but then we have a hole in the roof up there because we needed to get out there. It's a mess. Let's cover up that hole first of all. I don't want it anymore. We'll find another way. Can't have it rain inside our house. Secondly, I'm guessing we could... Yeah, let's do that. I need some copper cables here, and then we can go up here, and I believe we can take this block out. I can't jump up there, unfortunately. See if I can get up there to get the block. Wood, there we go. And if I do... Actually, that's too high up. This one. Yeah, that's the cable. Alright. Let's just quickly fix that. So we're just not gonna have it connect to the to the CSU out there. So we're gonna have to monitor the power levels from in here. So if we put it here, it shouldn't. Hopefully it won't start burning stuff. I would really prefer that it not burn stuff. Anyway, the one I'm interested in is the... Is it this one? Yeah, this one, ruby dust. Because ruby dust makes chrome, and chrome is the one I don't have. I have one more manganese, but I don't have chrome. Now, rubies is something I do not have. Rubies are a biome-specific gemstone found here in GregTech, and it's pretty much the sole source of chrome in the game at this point in the game. There are some end ores, ores from the end, that have it as well, but for now at least it's pretty much the sole source of chrome. But yeah, we need to try and do something with this, so I'm gonna see how much lacerite dust was it, 16 or so? I don't have... Well, I'll have to grind up some stuff. I guess we can do that quickly. Is there any particular reason to grind this up in one machine over the other? Nope. Alright, so let's try and do some stuff here. We can macerate this, and then I think we need to put it through the centrifuge afterwards. So let's get a bunch of machines going here. Please don't burn, please don't burn, please don't burn. What else can we do in here while we just wait for this? Sodalite dust, sapphire dust, make aluminium. These compressed air cells, they don't really have that many uses. Like, you can use them in a chemical reactor for anything that needs oxygen, but they're also very easy to make because you just put an empty cell in the compressor. So they're not really worth anything, it's just a byproduct, really. But yeah, as you can see, this one here, lapis dust, we need to centrifuge 16 of it. And then we get a bunch of different stuff. So I guess we can take 3 of these out, because we don't need that many. And then once this is done, we can centrifuge it over here. We'll get a bunch of different dusts. We have the... I can find it again here. We get the lacerite dust, which gives us aluminium and silicon. We have the sodalite dust, which gives us more aluminium and silicon, and some sodium and some chloride. This one also gives us calcium and sodium. We get some pyrite dust and some calcite dust, and like all of these have different purposes. And you can pretty much like grind them. You can pretty much grind them all the way down to the lowest, like the basic elements, which is pretty cool. So let's see here. I also... Can I actually burn leaves or anything? Like, can we burn these? Nope. Burn these. So these leaves are just completely useless. I need a trash can. Alright. I think I'm gonna skip ahead until the macerator's done, so you guys don't have to sit through this. I'll see you in a second. Alright, welcome back. The lapis, as you can see here, is finally ground up, and while I was doing, I've also been centrifuging a bit of this galena dust that we originally tried to crush up in the rock crusher to get a bit of silver and lead. So this stuff here is now ready for either being electrolyzed or being cooked in the blast furnace. Now, these are two very different things, because as you can see here, the electrolyzer uses 8 dust, and it gives 3 lead and 3 silver, and a bit of sulfur. Or, if we do it in the blast furnace, you can do this recipe 4 times, and you get 4 silver and 4 lead, but no sulfur. And I believe that the silver at the moment is much more valuable than the sulfur, because we have quite a bit of sulfur. Actually, I don't know if we have quite a bit, but we have enough, and it's not that useful. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this in the blast furnace, and get those 2 recipes done with it. That's also gonna help us drain this one. I'm actually gonna disconnect this one, because then we can empty it out slowly. Maybe even, like once we get below 100,000, we can make a battery and suck up the rest. And then I think I'm gonna put this CSU here on the inside up here, and then just have the cable running across here. and then have a cable coming out here so we can check the power from inside, and then it'll power the one outside here instead. So yeah, the lacerite dust here is ready for the centrifuge, and if I just quickly do this, if we find it here, you can see it'll take 3 minutes, 179 seconds to complete. So I'm not gonna have you guys wait around here for 3 minutes, but you can see silver, lead, very nice. If we then take the silver, of course, and 2 bits of gold, because gold is so bloody common in Minecraft, it's ridiculous. We actually have a lot of silver down here. Let's just make all the electrum we can, because I don't think silver actually has many other purposes. We can make iron chests, we can make plates, silver dust, electrum, blue alloy, which is used for pretty much nothing as far as I know. Yeah, not used for anything. So electrum is really the way to go with the silver here. Electrum is also the key to like making, as I've mentioned before, circuits efficiently. So yeah, it's a very good thing to have, and I love that we now have a source of silver that's pretty reliable. So yeah, I'm gonna wait for this thing to finish, and then I'll see you guys again. And it's done finally. So as you can see, 12 lacerite dust, 2 sodalite dust, 1 pyrite, and 1 calcite. Now, I think each of these, the calcite, I think is, well, it's not really worth doing this with, because I believe that you can either use it for fertilizer, but I also think that, yeah, you can use it to like efficiently cook iron ore, for instance, so you can get 3 iron ingots in a blast furnace with this. Or you can put it in a calcium carbonate cell, which you can then use in the... no, actually that's not true. I thought that was the one you used in the grinder, but that's something else then. Okay, anyway, the sodalite dust, as you can see here, you need 11 of that to electrolyze it, to kind of get the entire thing to go up. Or you can make a plate with it, which, what, can you use that for anything? No. You can make plates with anything. It's a bit silly. Or you have the lacerite dust, which you can, only 14 needed, and we have 12, so that's fantastic. I kind of wanted to electrolyze something. Do we have anything else we can electrolyze then? Because I'm not sure I want to wait any longer. Let's put that in there. Do we have... Let's see... We have some sapphire. Like this, if we crush this one, then you would need... See how much sapphire dust would you need to electrolyze it? 5 to get a bit of aluminium. We could crush 5. We only have 1 sapphire, we can't do that. We have blue sapphires, we could crush 5 of those easily. And then we could get some aluminium, so let's just do that. That shouldn't take too long. It's just a macerate recipe. 5 of those. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna make some more of all these dusts here, and we can get some proper aluminium going. I think we should have the heat capacity to actually melt it. We can make uranium dust. Interesting. Yeah, we have the heat capacity, so we can definitely make aluminium now. And that means we can do all the recipes that use aluminium instead, specifically. So we can make magnesium ingots, which are used for what exactly? Magnesium plates, which are used for what exactly? Windmills. And not much else. But yeah, there's a bunch of different stuff that are unlocked for us. But in general, it's sort of a thing of getting the most out of whatever you have. And right now, it's also a way to like access resources that you didn't have before, but you still need to progress. I think the big issue with the aluminium here, once you have enough power for it, is that you can use it instead of iron for some certain things. Like you can make the aluminium machine hulls here with 6 plates rather than 8 for the iron. I don't know if that's really cheaper, but at very least you can use aluminium for various stuff. Again, I'm not quite sure exactly what's worth what actually is better. Yeah, eventually, when we have a big power plant going on. Let's see, which one is the one that makes the is it the plate bending machine, or yeah. Alright. Yeah, well, I was gonna make some more empty cells. So let's see, is it done? Yeah, there we are. Alright, Sapphire, in there with you. Now this one goes pretty quickly, but it does use a lot of power while doing it. And there you have it, aluminium dust, 2 of them. And then you can use that to make cobalt brass or canfal. The canfal is used for canfal ingots. It's used for the heating coils, which are necessary to like get a blast furnace up to 3000 Kelvin. So aluminium does unlock some stuff for us. But yeah, let's see quickly. In the blast furnace it uses 204,000 EU, which we have. So we can put one of these in here, get 1 aluminium ingot, and then we'll have emptied the thing pretty much. The rest I think we can just put in our saws or jackhammers once we use them a bit more. So that's pretty easy. But yeah, as you can see, making empty cells. I'm trying. I don't have the little circuit to put in to define that I want this recipe in particular. And this one here, let's see, extractor. Let's just empty it. And then we have galena dust, and we have tiny pile of sulfur dust. And the sulfur dust, of course, we can't really use for anything until we have 9, because then we can then kind of mix it together. But the galena dust we can, once we have these, as you moved here, we can get more silver and lead from the blast furnace. But yeah, as you can see, it all pretty much comes down to generating power. And right now, we don't really have any green ways of generating power other than the one little windmill on top, and we need to move that up quite a bit. But as I mentioned before, I want to make a proper workshop where we set up all of this and we don't run all the machines on one line, because at the moment if we run more than 2 of them, they're going to be without enough power, or they won't have enough power. So yeah, that's going to happen sometime soon. I'm thinking that the large area we cleared out here would make a fine workshop with a big like windmill tower going up. And the silver lime has grown up, as you can see. And this also has a different color wood. So yeah, very interesting. Bees doing fine, just need to be renewed. We also need to start considering breeding the bees, not just like trying to cultivate them. But that's a different mod, and it's a completely different experience. So I think that's something that might actually be fun to do while we build. But I kind of need to get some inspiration for the building first before I can really get started on that. So that's also an option for you guys, or an opportunity for you guys. If you have some good inspirational pictures for a building style you'd like to see me try and accomplish that can fit in the space, send the pictures to... let's see, what is actually my business email? I'll just quickly find it for you, and then you can... It is falgas04.yt@gmail.com. Very simple. It's also listed on my about page. So if you have a good inspirational picture for a build that you'd like to see, something slightly, I guess, modern stylish, that would fit with having a large tower on top of windmills, by all means send them my way, and I will see if that's something I could potentially build. So until next time, I'm Jerry, this has been GregTech for Minecraft, and I really hope you enjoyed. Bye!